Hello everyone, welcome to this session. I am Deepali Vadkar, working as Assistant Professor in WIT Solapur. In this session, we will learn series magnetic circuit. At the end of this video session, student will be able to describe working of series magnetic circuit. Also, student will be able to describe working of magnetic circuit with air gap. Okay. So the magnetic circuit, it is defined as it is closed path stressed by the magnetic line of force. The magnetic circuit is broadly classified into two types: series magnetic circuit and parallel magnetic circuit. Let us see the introduction to the series magnetic circuit. The series magnetic circuit, it is the magnetic circuit which consists the number of parts of different dimension, different material carrying same flux. Okay, so if the number of parts connected and if that number of part carry same flux, then that type of magnetic circuit, it is called as series magnetic circuit. Okay, so we will see the properties of series magnetic circuit. Here the same flux passes through the all parts of this magnetic circuit. The total reluctance, okay, is equal to sum of reluctances of series connected part. Okay, so the total reluctance of this magnetic core or magnetic circuit, it is equal to sum of reluctance of these individual parts. Okay, total MMF is equal to sum of MMF required to these individual parts. Okay. Now, the series magnetic circuit is again divided into two types: simple series and composite series magnetic circuit. In the simple series magnetic circuit, there is a one magnetic core. So, this is the one of the example of simple series magnetic circuit. There is a solenoid, and here the current carrying conductor or current carrying coil is wound one of the section of this ring. Okay, when the current I flows through this coil, then the magnetic flux lines sets up in this magnetic core. Okay, so it is in Weber, and so I is nothing but current in ampere, and the L is nothing but mean length of that magnetic circuit, where the N is number of turns of this coil, A is cross sectional area of this core, mu R, it is nothing but relative permeability of that core, so it varies from material to material. Okay, and mu 0, it is the relative permeability of free space. Okay, so its value is 4.2 10 to minus 7. Now, let us see how the MMF can be calculated for the simple series magnetic circuit. So, we can calculate the MMF by two methods. So, first method by using the reluctance. Okay, so if we use the reluctance in that, if you consider the reluctance parameter, then we can calculate the MMF. So, let us see how we can calculate. The reluctance S is equal to L by mu 0 mu R into A, and by Ohm's law, this reluctance can be defined as MMF by flux, which is equal to IN into IN by flux. Okay, so MMF is equal to I into N equal to S into phi. Okay, so if we know flux and reluctance, we can calculate the MMF for that magnetic circuit. Okay, now the second method to calculation MMF, that is by using B and H value. Okay, so B is nothing but flux density. So flux density can be defined as flux by cross sectional area, or it is equal to mu into H. Okay, and field strength H is defined as B by mu. So which is equal to B by mu 0 mu R, which is equal to phi by mu 0 mu R into A. Okay, so if we use this B and H, then from that we can calculate the MMF, which is equal to I into N, which is equal to H into L. that is the mean length of their magnetic core L. Now composite series magnetic circuit. In the composite series magnetic circuit, it consists different magnetic parts, different part of different material having different permeability, different cross sectional area and different lengths. All these connected in series. Means what? Same flux passes through all these magnetic parts. Okay, so here this is the one of the example of composite series magnetic circuit. Here the current I flows through this coil which is wound on the one of the section or one of the part of this magnetic core, and then flux phi sets up in all parts, means same flux flows through the all parts of this magnetic core. Okay, A1, A2 and A3, these are the cross sectional area of this magnetic core 1, 2, 3 respectively, and this L1, L2 and L3, these are the mean length of this part 1, part 2 and part 3. Okay, then mu R1, mu R2 and mu R3, these are the relative permeabilities of this magnetic core 1, magnetic core 2 and magnetic core 3, whereas here there is a one air gap between, so we can consider this is fourth part and its cross sectional area is denoted by AG and its length is denoted by LG. Okay. Now my question is, how this magnetic circuit is analogous to electric circuit? So in the previous lecture we have seen how this magnetic circuit is analog to electric circuit. Okay, now pause the video for a while and think. Okay, so here the magnetic circuit, this magnetic circuit particularly consists 4 parts, 1, 2, 3 and this air gap is 4. Okay, so for these 4 parts the resistance or oppositions is represented here by resistance. Okay, so first part, its resistance is represented by R1. Similarly, second part R2, R3 and for air gap the resistance can be represented by Rg. Now the total MMF for a composite series magnetic circuit is equal to sum of MMF of all individual parts. Okay, so MMF1, MMF2 plus MMF3 plus MMF of air gap. Okay, now how we can calculate this MMF? As we have seen in the previous slide, here the MMF calculated by 2 methods. The first method is reluctance method. So by using reluctance method, if we use the reluctance of these individual parts, means S1, S2, S3 and Sg, then we can calculate the total MMF. But here flux is same. Okay, as this is a series magnetic circuit, same flux passes through all parts, so the total MMF can be calculated flux into sum of all reluctance of all parts. Okay, so the reluctance, we know that the reluctance of first part is L1 mu 0 mu R1 A1. Similarly S2, S3 and Sg, means reluctance of air gap. Now the second method to determine the MMF of composite series magnetic circuit, this is nothing but BH method. So here by using the field strength and field intensity we can calculate the total MMF. Okay, so total MMF is equal to MMF, sum of MMF of individual parts, H1 L1 plus H2 L2 plus H3 L3 plus Hg Lg. Okay, so we know that the what is the definition of H? It is nothing but B by mu 0 mu R. Okay, so for the first part H1, its value is B by mu 0 mu R1. Similarly for second, third and for air gap. Okay, so the total MMF for a composite series magnetic circuit can be defined by using the value of B and H. Okay, so which is equal to B1 L1 by mu 0 mu R1 plus B2 L2 by mu 0 mu R2 plus B3 L3 by mu 0 mu R3 plus BG LG by mu 0 AG. Okay, now the next point, the magnetic circuit with air gap. In the magnetic circuit, if there is an air gap present, then let us see which are the significance for that air gap. Okay, there is a air gap present, then the same flux passes through that air gap also. If you ignore the leakage of that flux through this air gap, okay, so if you ignore that fringing factor, leakage factor, then the same flux can be considered as passes through this air gap. Okay, so here for that air gap, the relative permeability is 1, always 1, mu r value is always 1. Okay, because here is a free space present, okay, and its relative permeability is 1. Second, the absolute permeability of air gap, it is denoted by mu g, and which is equal to mu 0 mu r, so which is equal to mu 0 into 1, which is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. So absolute permeability is nothing but only 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7, since relative permeability is 1. Then reluctance of air gap can be defined as the length of this air gap Lg by mu 0 into Ag. Now if you consider the length of this air gap Lg, its absolute permeability mu 0, and the air gap, its cross sectional area, it is denoted by Ag here. Okay, so reluctance for particular this air gap can be calculated by Lg by mu 0 into Ag. Okay, so these are the basic significance of the magnetic circuit with air gap. Okay, so these are the references. Thank you.